I am Dr. Palanivelan, Professor Head, Department of Remote Sensing and GIS, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Coimbatore. And this department has exclusive drone unit which has 4 different types of drones in 3 categories. One is the copter type, another one is the fixed wing or plane type unmanned aerial vehicle. Then we have a hybrid spraying drone operated by fuel. Tamil Nadu, being a coastal state, is vulnerable to cyclones during the northeast monsoon season, which causes a lot of damages to lives, properties and the plantation crops. During year 2018, a severe cyclonic storm, Gaja, hit the coastal areas of Tamil Nadu and caused a lot of damages to coconut plantations. So Tamil Nadu, basically a larger state producing coconut, ranks 3rd in the area and ranks number 1 in the productivity and production in India. The plantations, mainly the coconut plantations, are widely grown in the coastal districts of Tanjavur, Tiruvarur, Pudukkottai and the inland districts of Tirupur, Coimbatore and other districts. During the Gaja cyclone, a lot of damage has happened because the cyclone, during the landfall, it had a wind speed of 181 km per hour where it hit the coast of Adirambatnam. The range of wind speed was 140 to 181 km and which caused a lot of damages to the coconut plantation. The cyclonic, if you see the cyclonic track, it had the influence of damage to the extent of 50 km in both the direction. So the government of Tamil Nadu, immediately after this cyclone, requested Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, the Department of Remote Sensing, to assess the damages. So the Department of Remote Sensing has innovations as well as facilities to assess the agriculture disasters. It has vast experience in assessing agriculture disasters, starting from tsunami in 2004, then floods, severe drought occurred during 2016, as well as the floods in the year 2021. So during the cyclone that is Gaja in the year 2018, we used both the technologies, that is satellite imageries as well as the drones. So the department and the university is having 2 different types of drone. One is the copter type drone and the other one is the fixed wing drone. The fixed wing drone has the capability to fly up to a height of 1 kilometer and an endurance of 60 to 70 minutes, covering 40 square kilometer in an area. So we have used 2 fixed wing drones to assess the damages caused to the coconut plantations during the Gaja cyclone. As well as we have used the quadcopter, which has a range of 5 km, which can fly up to a height of 500 meter and an endurance of 30 to 40 minutes, and used this quadcopter for assessing the damages very closely. So these fixed wing drones, there were 11 sorties which covered 100 square kilometer area with a spatial resolution of 8 centimeter. So the resultant images from the fixed wing drones were analyzed for the number of trees damaged using the digital elevation model and the 2D profile generated by overlaying them as well as the drone image. Further, we have used the deep learning tool of faster RCNN network to analyze the damages to the trees, that is uprooted, partially large, broken, and we have also generated the unaffected standing trees, information on unaffected standing trees. This 3D geoinformation with deep learning tools helped us to identify the number of trees uprooted or damaged. However, we have done the large scale damage assessment using the satellite imageries. So here TNIU has larger capabilities to develop information through the SAR satellite data, that is microwave data. So we used the Sentinel-1A with the SLC data, single look complex data of 5-meter resolution, as well as the 20-meter ground range data. So the single look complex SLC data with the 5-meter was used to generate the coherence feature, whereas the 20-meter range GRD data was used to develop multi-temporal features which were used for parameterized classification of crop damages. So through the analysis using this parameterized classification, we have classified the damages into 4 groups. One is mild damage, another one moderate, then severe damage, and the last one is undamaged. So area under each category was classified and the number of trees were worked out. So in total, the 3 districts which were affected by the cyclonic storm Gaja, the total number of plantation or coconut trees were affected were 38.74 lakhs. Among the different blocks, Madhukur, Seduvavasatram, Varathanadu, Thiruvonam, Pattukottai, Peravurani in Tanjavur district, and Mannargudi, Tiruthurepundi, Muthupete and Kotur blocks of Thiruvarur, Thiruvarangudi, Karambakudi and Arandangi blocks of Pudukkottai were assessed for damages. So these 2 methodologies, that is drone based assessment of damages and counting of number of trees assessed, and the large scale assessment of damages through the satellite imageries, was found to be very quicker and precise in assessing the damages. The reports were shared with the State Department of Agriculture, which was very much useful in distributing the relief as well as payout of insurances in quicker time. So the innovation in this study is we have used the deep learning tool to assess quickly the number of trees affected, uprooted, partially damaged, and unlarged trees. And in the SAR data, in the microwave data, we have used the span ratio feature, which helped in assessing the changes before the event, that is the Gaja cyclone, as well as after the event. So hence, and luckily we had some of the drone images also before and after the event, which helped us to compare the damage or assessment, compare the assessment in different methodologies. To conclude, the methodology of integrating SAR data, that is synthetic aperture radar data, with the UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle, both copter type as well as plane type, was quick to determine the impact of cyclone on coconut trees in Gaja cyclone in shorter interval of time than manual detection of damaged trees in vast area. So through this methodology, in the affected area, in the 3 districts of Tanjavur, Thiruvarur, Pudukkottai, we estimated a loss of 45.3%. And worldwide, the application of UAV in agricultural activities is expanding like anything, and there is a need to develop a standard workflow to help the field managers and researchers to incorporate high resolution imageries to formulate effective management strategies. Thank you.